What's up, Virgo? How are you all doing, man? This is your extended November reading for the past person only. I will be doing past person, current person, singles, new person, all in separate videos, just to try something new. If you would like to find the information on how to go about scheduling a personal reading, please look in the description of this video. And we're going to jump right into this. I'm starting this off with how the past person feels about you. How does the past person Virgo's dealing with feel about them, universe? Past person. Remember, if you're not dealing with a past person, this whole video is not for you, okay? Or if you're not inquiring about a past person, if you're not thinking about a past person. Let's see. Let's get information on how the past person is feeling. Ace of Pentacles reversed. Well, that don't say much. Could be another earth sign for some of you. Seven of Wands. Yeah, it doesn't really... So they do miss you. This person does miss you, okay? And I think they do want to talk to you as well. Yep, okay. Man, there's a lot of back and forth energy going on here. So with the Six of Cups, Eight of Cups reversed, I do think that they do miss you. They do think back on the good old days. They wish that things could go back to the way they were between the two of you when things were good. But for whatever, they feel like there's too much tension. Whatever it was that happened between the two of you, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what happened. Hang on a second. Yeah, they feel like you're still mad at them. They're afraid that you're still pissed off at them. So, like if you all got into an argument, they're afraid that you're still mad about that argument. Or maybe for some of you, you might have got ghosted. And if you got ghosted, they definitely think you're pissed off at them. I think they're afraid to hear what you have to say, is what I think it is. So they're holding back, resisting temptation. And they're just like, okay, well, I guess it's over then. I guess it's over. I can't go back, man. If I go back, Virgo is going to rip me a new asshole, you know? So, yeah, okay. They have a lot of things that they want to say. They're just afraid of what you would have to say. Could be a Leo. I also have Scorpio and Aquarius here. Okay. Let's see what kind of potential there would be. Let's see what kind of potential. What potential is there between Virgo and the past person? What's the potential? Like if we put both of y'all in the same room together right now, and y'all tried to work it out, what would happen? What's the potential? The Justice. Okay. Could be a Libra for some of you. All right, last one. All right. Page of Pentacles. Ooh. Okay. King of Cups. Okay. So there would be potential for the two of you to successfully reconcile. The problem is, I think this person is too afraid to open up and tell you the truth. They're too afraid to open up and be 100% honest with you. I think at the deepest level, they do still have feelings for you. Again, they're just afraid of what you would have to say. They're afraid of what you would have to say. So more than likely, whatever it is that maybe they were dishonest about, whatever secrets they may have been keeping, whatever was going on with them, I still see them too afraid to open up and be honest with you. They're too afraid. They're too afraid to be real, true, and authentic with you. So, unless we could somehow get this person to like let their guard down, then it would more than likely end up being a repeat cycle because they haven't changed anything, you know? Well, that's coming through short, sweet, and simple. I guess let's run ahead in and see if this person's taking any actions. What actions are they taking? What actions are they taking? Let's see. Boom, boom, Fool card reversed. Now, they definitely ain't coming forward. Could be an Aries for some of you. They're too afraid. Four of Cups. No. We're going to have to jump straight into the advice on this. We're going to have to jump straight into this. Came through real quick, so let's see what kind of advice we have for Virgo. What's the advice? What is the best advice? What's the advice? What's the best advice? Ooh, there it is. Seven of Wands again. Okay. The tension, man. We got to work past the tension. We got to work through this tension here if you want to reconcile successfully. And Four of Wands reverse, though. This right here is saying that your best bet is to focus on your money and your finances. That's what this is saying. This right here, I'm not going to lie. I'm probably going to have to pull another spread here in a minute. But this spread is straight up saying forget about that person. Focus on your finances. But I want to try to see. See, look. King of Pentacles reversed. Queen of Pentacles upright. We got two kings and they're both reversed. So especially if you're dealing with a male or if whoever you're dealing with is just really, really masculine. Yeah, I'm just really feeling like they're not utilizing their energy to the best of their ability. Let me pull one more spread here. One more, man. One more. Because this is saying forget about that person. Focus on your finances. That's what that just said, dude. I swear. All right, let's see. One more. What's the best advice? What is the best advice? The Ten of Swords. Man, hang on. I'm trying to give you the advice to see if you can get on a path to successfully reconcile, but it's not really looking like it's wanting to happen. It's really not. I'm not going to lie to you, dude. I'm trying to do everything that I can. Two of Wands reversed. Lover's card reversed. Okay. Strength card. Devil card. This is telling me that the person that you're inquiring about really isn't somebody that you need in your life. But let's take a look at this from a deeper spiritual level. Okay? It was a codependency connection too. Okay, so have you ever uttered the phrase, everything happens for a reason? Have you ever said that? Have you ever said that? I know you've at least said that once. We've all said that once. And the funny thing about it is, it's really easy to say that when things are going good. Really easy. You know, love life's looking good. Money's looking good. Family's looking good. Everything's going good. It's real easy to take a step back and say, yeah, everything happens for a reason. Well, hold up. Because when everything's going good, everything wasn't always good, was it? But for some reason, it seems to be only when things are going good that we're able to take a look back and understand why the bad shit had to happen. Well, what if we could maintain that outlook while things are going bad? Does this make sense? The point that I'm getting at is the two of you did not come together by accident. This connection served a very important purpose. Very important. Very important. Now, what do we do with that? What I would recommend, see, here's the thing, man. Nobody wants to do hard work. Nobody wants to do hard work, especially inner work. Inner work. Nobody wants to do it. Nobody wants to. Check this out. How many of you, like, I remember when I was a kid, and I was a horrible kid in school. Fucked off in school, didn't care about school. I was a bad kid. And my grandparents and all the adults in my life told me, you know, one of these days, you're going to be a broke loser, flipping burgers at McDonald's. And that little nerdy kid that you make fun of is going to come through the drive-thru in a Corvette, and you're going to be serving him his food, looking like a dumbass. I didn't believe him. I didn't believe him. Sure enough, when I was in my early 20s, there I am flipping burgers. And here's these people that I went to school with, got good jobs, you know what I mean? And I remember thinking for the first time, shit, they were right. Fuck, I felt so stupid. I felt so embarrassed. So the point that I'm getting at here, when you're in a situation like this, you have one or two choices. You can do the hard work now and suffer now, while you know that this person's probably out running around playing games and doing stupid shit. And from the looks of it, it looks like you're suffering and they're out having fun, you know? So what about this though? Maybe that's the way it looks for now. Maybe that's the way it looks for now. But what if you just say, oh, okay, you go play games, you go have your little fun, you go be a dumbass. I'm going to get to work in here. I'm going to be inside my heart and mind, rearranging shit, flipping switches, turning knobs. I'm going to be doing mechanics on my inner world. And it's going to suck. It's not fun, dude. I hate it. I still to this day don't like doing inner work. I hate it. It's like, when are we just going to get to a point where the work stops? It don't stop. It don't stop, no. If you dedicate your life to becoming the highest vibrational, best version of yourself that you possibly can, one of these days, you're going to be waving from the top of the mountain. While those idiots who are out having fun and living it up right now, while you're sitting around suffering, hurting, sad, they're out living it up. Oh, they're having a good old time. Well, guess what? Those tables will fucking turn. Oh, yes, they will. Oh, yes, they will. If you do the work. That's why I would recommend, I'll meet you in the middle. Let's meet in the middle. I'm not going to say do or don't attempt reconciliation with this person. What I will say, though, is what if you dedicate your life to making sure that one of these days this person doesn't even recognize you anymore? I know I say that a lot of times. That's a piece of advice I give to a lot of people. But this is one of those types of situations where it really, really fits. I mean, you can pretty much fit that advice into almost any situation. But this one here, though, this is where this advice fits. This is where it fits, dude. I'm going to tell you what right now. What I would do if I was you, pick a goal. Pick a goal, any goal. I don't care what it is. And could you imagine a year from now, 2 years, 5 years from now, you've accomplished that goal and some. And this idiot is at the bottom of the mountain looking up at you like, oh, whoa, 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 I done fucked up. And you're up there like, yup, sucks to be you. You had a chance. You could have been up here with me. Tough titty, said the kitty. You know what I mean? Could you picture that day? Because that day will come if you do the work. It will. And that's when this will begin to make a lot more sense. You know what I'm really thinking for a lot of you? For those of you who aren't really on a spiritual path, or maybe if you've been kind of stumbling down the spiritual path, first of all, that's normal. Stumbling down the spiritual path is normal, okay? But I'm really feeling like this situation for a lot of you kick-started your spiritual awakening. Oh, I've been there. What the hell you think kick-started my spiritual awakening? There was a few things here and there. You know, there was a couple of things that got me to take my first couple steps on the path, you know. But you know what kicked my ass and got me running down the spiritual path? Heartbreak. Heartbreak and being rejected. Yep. Whole bunch of different things that motivated me on my path. But that was one, if I had to name 3 things that were the biggest reasons why I got on the spiritual path and the manifestation path and stayed on it, heartbreak and being rejected. And the further you make it up the mountain, if you can take that energy and use it as fuel for your spiritual awakening, the further you make it up the mountain, the more thankful you will become for the heartbreak and the rejection. You'll be like, dude, this is fucking awesome, man. I wouldn't have made it this far if you hadn't hurt me. It'll start making a lot more sense. Not only that, but it will also void any karmic contract. You know why? Because once you begin to do this, what happens by default is you begin to assign that experience a meaning. Once you assign an experience a meaning, it's no longer unfinished business. Who decides whether or not the business is finished or unfinished? You do. You decide that. That's up to you. You are the one who is in charge of assigning meaning to your life experiences. You're the one that does that. Problem is, most people don't bother. Most people don't bother. Two people come together, whatever happens, happens. They get their heart broke, and then what do? What do most people do? Not a damn thing. Nothing. They just go about their life waiting to forget about it. Actually, no. What most people do is they just jump straight into a new relationship. So that'll take their mind off the pain. That ain't fucking healing. That's unfinished business. But whenever you dedicate your life to taking that energy that was created and using it for something on purpose, then by default, you will redefine the meaning of the experience. And once you decide why something happened to you, that's what it is. That's what it is. It sure is. Thank you, Christina, for that super chat. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Let's just play around with that idea and see what you come up with. All right? Okie dokie. I feel like those were the messages that my Virgo friends needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you all so much for tuning in and playing along. I greatly appreciate all the love, support, and positive feedback you guys continue to show me every single time I get on here and do this. Makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to look in the description of this video if you would like to find information on how to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Y'all stay blessed.